Welcome back to Heart Book Radio, where we dissect love, loss, and the occasional questionable life choice, all through the lens of the latest and greatest in romance literature. Today, we're diving headfirst into Amy Lee's Something Like Fate, a book that promises psychic soulmates, Italian adventures, and enough angst to fuel a small, emotionally unstable country.
Angst like the feeling I get when I realize the pigeons are judging my outfit. They are judging my outfit, aren't they?
I'm sure your outfit is pigeon approved, but let's focus on Lo Zhao Jensen, our protagonist, who's got bigger problems than fashion-conscious birds. She's part of a family that can see their soulmates in visions. Talk about pressure.
Visions. Like, do they get a complimentary breadstick with the vision? Is it a chain restaurant? Olive Garden of Destiny?
It's more mystical than that. It's about fate, destiny, the idea that your perfect someone is out there, preordained. And Lo thinks she's found him in Caleb, this charming, adventurous guy she meets in Italy.
Caleb sounds like a guy who owns a yacht and uses words like synergy unironically, probably wears boat shoes without socks. The voices are telling me he's a lizard person.
He's not a lizard person. He's just not Teller.
Now there's a name, like a bank teller, dispensing love and emotional validation instead of $20 bills. I like him already. Is he the pigeon whisperer?
Yes, Teller is Lo's best friend. The grumpy, organized, emotionally guarded one to her sunshine and, well, occasional chaos. It's friends to lovers, a classic trope.
Friends to lovers? So they start out sharing fries and end up sharing other things? Is this where the college raunchy part comes in? One reviewer said it was college raunchy. I'm intrigued and slightly terrified.
It's implied intimacy. This is young adult, new adult. Remember? Think more longing glances and accidental hand grazing than full-blown pigeon mating rituals.
Oh, so no feather boas.
No feather boas. But there is a beautiful Italian backdrop. Readers raved about the descriptions of Positano, the sunshine. It's pure escapism.
Escapism like when I pretend I'm a secret agent, infiltrating a Tupperware convention. The stakes are surprisingly high.
Right. So Lo's backpacking through Italy, trying to figure out if Caleb is her real soulmate, all while Teller is there, being well, Teller, supportive, subtly pining.
Pining like a Christmas tree in July, sad, slightly out of place, and probably shedding needles everywhere.
That's one way to put it. Readers loved their chemistry, their banter. One even said they just understood each other so well. It's that deep, unspoken connection that makes you root for them.
Unspoken connection like the one I have with the microwave. We understand each other's beeps.
But of course, there's a love triangle, and some readers were not happy about Caleb. One reviewer literally screamed, "No," every time he was in a scene.
Violence. Should we call the book police? Is there a book police? They probably carry bookmarks instead of batons.
It's metaphorical violence. They were just frustrated with the predictability of it all. Some found Lo a bit immature, too. Lo felt so immature it was hard to root for her. One said,
Immature? Like wearing a banana peel as a hat? Because I've done that. It's surprisingly aerodynamic.
more like making questionable decisions in the name of love. You know, the usual teenage angst. But the book also deals with grief, family expectations, finding yourself. It's not all fluff.
Fluff like the stuff I find in my belly button. I collect it. It's surprisingly versatile.
Let's move on. The ending. Some readers felt it was rushed, lacking an epilogue. Ending a book without an epilogue is always a crime, one declared.
A crime. Like stealing someone's dentures or talking to pigeons in a public park.
More like a missed opportunity for closure. But overall, people found it a warm, fuzzy, feel-good read. Nostalgic, even.
Nostalgic like the smell of old library books, or the taste of that weird paste we used to eat in kindergarten.
More like remembering your first crush, the butterflies, the
crippling fear of rejection, the existential dread of realizing you're just a tiny speck in a vast, uncaring universe.
Okay, maybe not that part, but the book is about taking chances, trusting your heart, even if it goes against what you think is fated.
Fate like the fact that I'm destined to wear this slightly too tight t-shirt for the rest of my life because I can't find the scissors.
Something like that. And speaking of Teller, one of the funniest complaints was about the audiobook narrator. Apparently, he sounded like Max from Goof Troop. Disturbing vibes.
Goof Troop, that is disturbing. Did he do the perfect cast? Because that would be unsettling.
I don't think so. But it highlights the importance of a good narrator. Another reader said Teller was like a more emotionally available Sheldon Cooper.
Sheldon Cooper, so he's good at physics but bad at feelings, and possibly has a designated spot on the couch?
You're getting the idea. He's the logical, grounded one balancing out Lo's impulsiveness.
Impulsiveness like the time I decided to dye my hair with grape Kool-Aid, it did not end well.
So, despite some predictable elements and a slightly controversial narrator, something like Fate seems to have charmed most readers. It's a fun, escapist read with a unique premise and a heartwarming romance.
Heartwarming like a freshly baked potato or a hug from a friendly pigeon.
Sure, a hug from a friendly pigeon. If you're looking for a light, romantic read with a touch of magic and a whole lot of Italian scenery, something like Fate might just be your destiny.
Destiny like my destiny to find that missing sock. It's out there somewhere plotting.
And that's all the time we have for today. Join us next week on Heartbook Radio, where we'll be discussing